Hello, people of the world. Welcome back, and we are about to cast a match here today. My second of the season. I've done a few scrims, but today we have Fellars versus Sovereign. And I've heard of this Fellers team before. Not so much of the Sovereign team. Let me go ahead and check the leaderboards so I can see what these teams are ranked. So Fellers is in bronze right now. They are ranked 39 on the leaderboards. Now let me check Sovereign. Sovereign is also a bronze team. They are 46. We're going to check the connoisseur votes. The connoisseur votes are in favor of Fellers 13-4. So the connoisseurs believe that Fellers will be winning this game. Let's check out who is playing today on Fellers. We have Squibby, Dandelion, Kugisaki, I don't know. Mr. Monkey, Akin the Viking, and on the Sovereign team we have YW, Rio Nightmare, Destroyer Penguin, and Permit. I have not heard of any of these players, I'm pretty sure. Don't remember, I don't know any of these names, and they like to start the map, and we are on we are on Skyscraper, excuse me. Sovereign could have waited for their 5th to join if they wanted to. They had time, but they elect to start the match. Maybe their friend is about to join here soon. So we have my first Skyscraper cast, actually. So this will be a fun viewing. Let's hope for a good game. Let's hope these teams both play really well, and we have a good match today. We have bottom floor for Fellers. Let's see what everyone's buying. So we have a full spectral buy for the defense. Squibby is electing to buy a grenade. I like the grenade buy on first round. On the attack, the bot has a Jesper right now, and he is coming through courtyard, which is not good. We have a drone coming out from Destroyer Penguin. Let's hope we see some good droning today, and YN does have foam. It seems like we have a bit of a courtyard push right now. Maybe not. Maybe they're coming up, and let's see this drone work from Destroyer. Destroyer's pinging the window. Someone needs to break this window for Destroyer so he can get in. He's droning out upstairs right outside lounge. He's droning in lounge now. He's not going to see anyone. Nobody is on the roam. Seems like Fellers is electing to hold site rather than hold the hatch as well. So so Sovereign is actually going to get free entry into lounge, and they have control of hatch. Mr. Monkey is in B on top of this desk watching for the hatch drop. Foam from YW. He is going to foam the A hatch as well. Mr. Monkey is still holding B hatch. The bot is still alive somehow. The bot did not die off the room, which is very strange. Usually they just walk in and die. Permit is peeking the hatch. Will he get shots off on the Dandelion connector? He's looking. Is he still holding it? Yep, maybe he's not here. And we actually have a push going outside of management. The AI does get picked off from Mr. Monkey on top of the desk, so Destroyer knows that Mr. Monkey's in the corner. He's gonna swing it slow, and Mr. Monkey gets the second pick onto Destroyer Penguin. Permit drops the hatch with Rio, but Rio is taken out from Dandelion. Permit gets the refrag, and he takes out Mr. Monkey as well. He's going for the plant on the B-bomb, gets off the plant, and does not get shots off onto a Ken. YW comes in to help, and he gets the pick on the Ken, and he's actually going for the swing! And he played that a little too aggressive, it seems. The EMP was down. He did not have to really swing right there. But Kugisaki gets the kill, and he disarms the EMP for this Fellers team. So it came down to a 1v1. That's what I like to see. And Fellers came out on top. So now we have a top floor. Saki still has that nade. He throws it on the ground. Hopefully someone picks that up. And the Sovereign still does not have their 5th. The AI is still here. They could have picked up a league sub if they really didn't have a 5th. Okay, this is interesting. So the AI is just gonna go by himself unless they get their 5th to join. So let's keep a lookout for that. Hopefully they get their 5th. We have actually a lot of weapon buys coming out from both teams. Fellars has 4 Omens, and the Sovereign team has 2 Omens, an RCP from the AI, and a Viper. And YW is still going to go for the save with the Spectral. So let's see what kind of push we have here. Actually, we don't have any util. We don't have a foam on the attack. Oh, one of the basic necessities of an attack. They didn't bring. Did they bring foam? No, they don't have foam. So we're gonna watch this drone from Destroyer. This is gonna be a very hard push without having to get any of these walls. The drone is going into server room. Just checking out red, making sure no one's hiding in the corners. No one's red. Seems like Fellars is just gonna hold the site. 3 drop into servers on the Sovereign team. They're making sure no one's on the flank. Squibby does take out the drone. He's sitting on the default plant spot, but they don't have. Sovereign team doesn't have foam, so they're gonna have to just push through this door here, which really limits their abilities on this push. That was a fatal mistake. And Nate comes out, doesn't get. Well, Permit actually gets taken down pretty low. And Despicable Me gets a pick off on the Dandelion, so they do have their 5th now, and Despicable comes in and makes quick work. And Rio walks into sight and kills Squibby. Akin is hiding behind the B-bomb. They don't see him there. Akin is watching the vent, turns over. Despicable is in sight. They don't know he's there. He doesn't get the pick on Akin. Akin flicks and gets the pick. Rio takes out Misaki. Rio takes out Akin, but Akin is refragged by Mr. Monkey, and it's now a 1v2. This is going to be a very hard retake for the Fellars team. Let's see what Mr. Monkey does here. He does have an Omen, so I feel like he should try to push this. There's not much reason to save here, as next round will I guess they're low on their economy right now. Mr. Monkey is walking into sight. He has blood all over his face. He was headshotted. Let's see what he does. He's throwing up gang signs. And it looks like he might just save. He knows where one is because they shot the clone projector, and he does not go in. He's gonna crouch walk over, maybe get a pick off on the server. He sees his elbow, he looks away, and he doesn't get picked off, so he will keep his Omen. He will keep that Omen, but Sovereign takes the 2nd round without having foam. That was interesting. Usually that doesn't happen. Foam is a very vital part of these pushes, and Sovereign made a mistake not buying foam, but they still won the round somehow. They were able to push through server and just take control. They got some good picks, and they were able to win that. So good play by Sovereign here. And let's see what we're gonna do here. We have 1 full buy from Despicable. He's gonna be low on economy though. He only has $50 left after this. Seems like the economy management is not good from either of these teams, it seems. Sovereign has 2 full buys. They have Ian Rio bought, or he sold his Vezin and got a Viper. So Sovereign only has 1 full buy, and Fellars has all Omens. Akin and Squibby are holding down Lounge. This is what you like to see. Drone is coming in, and Destroyer was not the droner. They take out the drone, hit the proxy. Despicable is trying to shoot out the proxy. He shoots it out. He's outside the lounge hall. He needs to break. Oh, nade. I'm not sure who threw that nade, but that was not good. Despicable needs to shoot out this static, and he does. There is a trip on the door. I really hope he sees that trip mine. He does see it, and he shoots it out, and Lounge is taken over by Sovereign. Akin is sitting close on the storage door. He might be able to get a pick, and Rio gets a pick off on the flank on Mr. Monkey. Good flank watch by Rio right there. Permit gets taken on to have help from the trip mine. Despicable takes out Akin. He had the gun advantage with the Marui. It is a 3v5 for Fellars. Is Kugasaki going to be able to hold this breach in? YW saw him. They're walking into the storage door, and Squibby actually takes out Rio. Flanks him out onto the breach. Destroyer gets a 2-piece, but he also killed himself with a nade. But it does not matter, because Sovereign is able to take round 3 here. They took site very easily. And wow, mistake that I just saw from Sovereign is that the Marui player died, and instead of picking up the Marui from the dead teammate, they were dancing. So they did not get, whoever bought the Marui last round they didn't pick it back up, so they have to rebuy it. So that is actually a huge waste of money from Sovereign. They gotta lock in on those pickups, and they got to make sure they have their priorities straight with what to pick up in these rounds. It is now 2-1 in Sovereign's favor off the attack. Usually this is defender-sided map, so it's interesting to see that the offense is actually winning right now. But maybe Fellars just has a better offense. So we'll see when we flip sides. Door blocker coming out on bathroom door. It looks like Squibby is going to hold bathroom, which I like to see. And once again, Fellars does not have really good economy right here. They have two Vezins, but Kugasaki has $0, so this is a must-win round for them, where their eco is going to be really bad next round. We have 3 Vezins coming out from the Sovereign team. Drone is coming up from upstairs. They're checking out all the hatches. Drone is going down the stairs. Checking outside this office hallway. Wallbang's coming out from Rio. Does not get any hits. Dandelion is in the back of A. The drone sees him, but Dandelion does take out the drone. Permit gets foam on the wall, I believe. So we might be seeing an A push here. He tosses foam over to YW to get the B wall. So let's see what we have going on here when this foam is popped. Wall is open. Permit and Despicable Me are holding from the stairs. Permit takes out a can off a wallbang. Destroyer actually breaks the A window, tosses a nade onto Dandelion and flushes him out, and Destroyer is able to get that pick. Rio also get the pick on the Kugasaki off on B, and A is free. Permit walks in, and he has the EMP, and Permit is going for the swing instead of the plant, but it doesn't matter because they're able to walk in and get the picks that they need, and they are now up 3-1 against Fellars. According to the connoisseur votes, Sovereign is the underdog, but it seems like they are winning these rounds with ease right now. So hopefully Fellars can lock in and get some more wins for their team here. We finally have our first almost full buy round coming out from both teams. Sovereign is fully bought, all kitted out with Vezins. Personally, I think the Marui is a better buy, but everyone has their preferences, so you can't be mad. The Vezin is still a very good gun. And on the Feller side, we have 1 Marui, 2 Vezins, a Viper, and an Oral. So once again, the gun advantage is in Sovereign's favor. Trips are coming out onto the radio window, but I think those trips are too close. I think he needs them. That works too. Okay. So the trip is on the right side window of radio. Let's see what push we have here. Destroyer and YW both have drones, so let's hope we see some good drone work coming in. Let's spectate this drone work from Destroyer. Does he see the trip? He has not looked to check the trip yet. This could be vital. This could be a vital mistake. This could be very vital. Wow, they all jumped through the left window. The trip is still there. They have not shot the trip open yet. Wow. That is very lucky on their part that no one jumped in that right window. Full radio push right here. No roamers for the Fellars team. Dandelion gets picked onto YW. Ensign comes out. Good Ensign. Rio takes out Dandelion. Kugasaki's really low on health. Picks up a Marui, but it doesn't matter because Despicable walks in, gets a 2-piece on Kugasaki and Squibby. And Despicable is going for the plant, but he stops planting. He needs to get that EMP down. Ken is very low on health, and Permit takes him out, and it's now a 1v3. Mr. Monkey is left in another predicament of a situation right now. This is going to be hard to win. He does have a Vezin, so do you save here is the question. It is round 5, though, so... But the economy is looking really bad in the side of Fellars. He might just try to save here. If you're gonna make a play, you gotta do it fast or just save. Destroyer is watching the... Oh no. Destroyer is watching the radio window, so when he pushes in, Destroyer's gonna get the pick off onto Mr. Monkey. Just like that. It is 4-1 in Sovereign's favor, and they are making easy work of this Fellars team. And once again, Fellars economy, they might be able to buy out, but the equipment is gonna be very low. They're not gonna have much to buy any equipment really. And Sovereign is just balling out in the money right now. They can buy out whatever they want. It is last round. They have all the money in the world. Check out the leaderboard. Rio is 7-5. Permit is putting on a show right now, 6-1. Mr. Monkey on Feller's team is 6-4. Some good players here right now. Oh. And let's see what we can do here. Hopefully Fellers can bring this one back. We have a bottom floor site in management. Mr. Monkey might be going on a roam here, which as their top frag, I feel like he needs to stay with the team. If the team dies, Mr. Monkey is the top frag right now. He is the Fellers MVP, to say. Let's see what kind of push we have. Despicable is drone. Where's Despicable at? And I believe no, his drone is still up. He is 0, I believe. Yep, he's 0. See this drone work from Despicable. He's checking out all the hallways, outside bathroom and inside bathroom. He's checking downstairs. He's gonna check this hallway, make sure no one's hiding in the corners. On the B, is a door blocker, so they don't. Ooh. Rio shoots out the door blocker, so now they actually have an angle on the window. Ken gets a couple of shots, but Permit's able to pick him off. He got Despicable down to half health. Ensign goes out into connector from Despicable. Good Ensign. And Fellers Sovereign has complete site control right now. And they are getting the EMP down. They just gave up sight too easily. Squibby gets a pick off onto Rio, holding from the hallway. What are we going to see here? Are we going to see Fellers push through the A door and try to get this EMP? It is round 6, so they gotta try something here. Mr. Monkey and Squibby are pushing from the hallway. They gotta do this fast though. Time is running out. Fellers is holding angles. They gotta try to push up. They gotta. Permit might be getting a little too aggro here. Dandelion gets the refrag and he's able to take control. It's a 2v1. Is YW. Ooh, YW. His gun was not reloaded. His gun clicked, and I believe Fellers does have time. Yes, they do. And Fellers is able to take a second round going into half. They're able to save it from going to 5-1. Sovereign, I feel like they had that in the bag right there, but who was it? I believe it was who was it? Permit. I think Permit got a little too aggressive. I think he got a little too aggressive, and he tried to swing when he didn't have to, when all they had to do was hold angles. But nonetheless, Fellers wins that round, and now they are on the attack. Dandelion has not bought a gun yet. Let's see what he does. Dandelion buys a Spectral, so we have Spectrals coming out from every player. Spectral is the best pistol in the game, other than the Taurus, if you can hit headshots. Which I can't. I suck with the Taurus, personally, but I know a few people that are really good with it. Let me get a drink of my water really quick. Excuse me. Alright. Let's get back into this. Let's see what kind of push we have from the Fellers team. Seems like they are pushing from courtyard. Might be sort of a split push. Kugasaki's on the bathroom window with a Kin. Despicable heard the sound cue of them walking on the scaffolding. Despicable's getting ready to shoot this drone that comes into the bathroom. He shoots the drone, but Akin and Kugasaki know that Despicable's in there now. They haven't shot open the bathroom windows yet. But Despicable's going to have a hard time holding both these angles. What's he going to do here? Despicable gets some backup from Rio, but Rio takes some damage. And Mr. Monkey throws an Ensign. Good Ensign! And he takes out Mr. Monkey. S-tier Ensign! And Akin jumps through the window and gets the pick off on Despicable. And now Fellers has control of bathroom. What a push to take control of bathroom right there. YW is on the booth. He's holding the breach. And Permit's actually going on the flank. He picks off Squibby. But now the Fellars or Sovereign. Sovereign is on the flank. Permit. He might be able to get a pick off on the Mr. Monkey here. Mr. Monkey's looking. Let's see what Permit does here. Destroyer gets one. One goes to the vent. Permit gets one. Akin and Permit are both 1 health. They're swinging, but Akin gets the Peeker's advantage and he gets the pick. It's a 2v2. Very low on health. It's a 1v1 with equal amount of health, 3 and 5. YW versus Akin. Who's going to win this? Who's going to win this? YW has... Well, the EMP's down on the vent, but I don't think YW knows that. He's holding a lean peek by the window. Oh, this is whoever hits the shot first wins. Let's see what we can do here. Very low health coming out from both players. 50 seconds left on the clock. Akin has to make a move here. YW's just going to hold an angle on the breach. The second he shows this, though, YW's going to get a shot. Oh, wait, he's looking the wrong way. Oh, that's unfortunate. And he gets... Wow, that angle right there. Look how thin that angle was. What in the world? Look how thin that angle was that he just shot him. Good peek from YW to clutch it up for his team. 5-2 in favor of Sovereign. Now we have a top floor here. We have buys coming out from both teams here. Akin is electing to buy a Viper. Monkey is electing to buy an Omen with a grenade. On the Sovereign team, we have 2 Vipers and 2 Omens and a Spectral. Gun advantage is in favor of Sovereign. And they also have a stim from Despicable. So they are really banking on winning this round. We have Rio on the radio flank. This could be very big for the Sovereign team if they can get a pick off on this. Akin doesn't have a drone. If he jumps in, if they don't drone out radio, Rio could get a free pick right here. He does have a Viper, so he has a decent enough gun. He just needs to play this very patient. Let's check on what's going on the lounge side. Despicable is drone. The drone is checking the stairs, checking towards lounge. It sees Despicable. The drone is shot. There's 2 Fellars players on these lounge windows. They have not popped the windows yet. And Akin actually swings into storage. And he's taken out by Rio. The patience gets the headshot onto Akin, and he's able to give his team the man advantage here. Mr. Monkey pops lounge window, so Permit knows he's on the window now. This is going to be very hard to take control of this from this Fellars team. Permit's holding from far back in the back of lounge. Dandelion crouch walking down these stairs, but Permit hears him now because he starts to sprint, and Dandelion runs away. What are we going to see here? A bit of a rotate, maybe? It does seem like Squibby and Dandelion are going for a rotate, but they're also given the audio cues of sprinting, so Despicable's actually ready for it. He's sitting by the windows. Oh, and he actually runs into the wall. He's coming back. Despicable, here's the windows shot open by Squibby. Doesn't get any tags off the quick peek. He has the gun advantage on both of these players. Shots coming out from Squibby. Doesn't get any tags onto Permit. Permit swings with the Omen. YW gets onto the box. Dandelion and Permit trade shots at each other. Squibby gets a little bit more damage onto Permit. YW goes for an aggressive peek with the Spectral, and he's taken down very low, about a quarter health. Kigasaki actually gets a pick off on the flank, off on Despicable Me. Destroyer still holding these windows. 40 seconds left for these Fellars players. They have to make a play here. Kugasaki has the EMP. He might get into a gunfight here with Permit in lounge. He's got to check his corners. 30 seconds. Mr. Monkey takes out Permit. Most of the Sovereign team is worried about A, but then a good S-tier instant comes out from YW to keep them from pushing into the A door. YW needs help. And the Sovereign players actually are rotating over to help. Mr. Monkey walks to the side, gets a pick. But he's also refragged from the hallway by Destroyer. It is now a 3v2. Kigasaki cannot break the static. Oh, this is rough. He's electing to just sit in the static, and they just barely get the EMP down. It's a 1v1 Kigasaki, and he stood up. He stood up, and he is taken out. Why is Rio looking around? You're the last one alive. Oh. Oh no, Kigasaki had trouble shooting the static. All of these bullets, he couldn't shoot open the static, and he just barely got the EMP down, but the mistake was standing up. When you're in that static, you move so slow. And when he's standing, Rio just got an angle from the hall, and he's able to get a pick. And now Sovereign is on match point. Let's see if they full buy here to try to get this match over with. Or first map, excuse me. Let's take a look at the leaderboard really quick. Rio for the Sovereign team is 11-7, Permanent 9-4, Destroyer 7-4. Take a look at the Fellars team. Mr. Monkey is still on top of the leaderboard with 9 kills, 9-6. Akin is second top frag. He is 6-8. It just seems like Fellars they're not getting the picks that they need right now, and it's killing them. It is killing them. Both teams know this could be the last round, so they're both electing to buy out. We have one Marui on the defense, along with 2 Vezins and 2 Vipers with a stem. And on the Fellers team, we only have 2 full buys. We have 2 Vezins and no stems. That is kind of rough. It's pretty much last round. I feel like Fellers should have bought stems here. Could save them, but they elect not to. And Kikasaki and Dandelion are on the radio windows. Despicable runs over quickly to just keep them out of this. He's actually sitting close with the Knut. He's actually getting really aggro on these windows. Dandelion's holding an angle. He might be able to get a pick off on Despicable, depending on how aggressive he gets here. He likes to back off, though. That is probably the smart play right there. And he's actually running back. Oh, he hears him on the scaffolding. He hears him back on the rappel. Kikasaki's not making any oh, he actually rappelled down. So now Despicable knows that there's 2. Will he get, he's getting aggressive here, tucked in the corner of this window. What's he gonna do here? And he is running away. Off on the B side, we have a 3-man. We actually have a split push. Mr. Monkey gets a pick off onto Rio. Wall is open. Off in broadcast, Mr. Monkey has the EMP, but he's low on health, and Permit takes him out on the quick peek. It is now a 4v4, droning out from Squibby. Permit doesn't get the drone. Akin saw his gun, so Akin knows he's there. Squibby dropped the EMP, and he didn't pick it up. Picks up the EMP. He might throw it over to Akin. What will he do here? Permit actually gets a pick off on the Kikasaki. Dandelion still in. He's in radio by himself. He doesn't get the pick off on the Permit, but the EMP's starting to go down. Permit gets the pick off on the Dandelion. Going through the vent. Oh, YW gets Akin, but Squibby gets the refrag. Squibby gets a second frag. And it's now left in a 1v1. Will Squibby be able to clutch this up for his team? He taps the EMP just to make noise. Just to bait out Destroying peaks from the vent. They're both crouch walking. They don't know where each other are. Squibby is on the radio door, and we're gonna see a swing coming out from Squibby. Who will shoot who first? And Sovereign wins it. Destroyer's able to get the pick off onto Squibby right there and secure the match. Map 1 for his team. Valiant effort right there from Squibby to be able to get those 2 picks, but he just can't get the 3rd. Unfortunate, but good effort. Good effort from this Fellers team. And Destroyer secures the win for Sovereign. So we will be getting into a map 2 now. Sovereign is now up 1-0. Excited to see what map we play next. Excited to see what map we play. I'm not sure who picked which map, so we do not know that. And we don't know map bans either. So that is another thing. So Skyscraper goes into favor of Sovereign. 7-2. Good win from Sovereign. Good team play, and they were able to win it for their team. Let's take a look at the final leaderboard, actually. Permit and Rio top frag for the Sovereign team. Permit 12-5 and Rio 11-8. Seems like we are switching sides. I wonder what map we're playing. And we are going to Factory. Fellers is on the defense. So let me switch this really quick. Fellers is on the defense and Oh no, I gotta look up their name because I don't want to misspell their name. Okay. Savreign. Sovereign. So this will actually be my first factory cast. I'm excited because I am a factory advocate. And we might actually be having a sub come in for Fellars. Let's see who left. Who left? So we have Squibby, Mr. Monkey, Dandelion, and Kikisaki. Akin. They might be subbing out Akin right here. Let's see who the oh no, Akin does come back. Akin does join back for his team, and Fellers will be starting on the defense here. I'm excited to see this play out. See if these teams are ready. Okay. Sovereign might actually be having a sub. Someone just left on their team. Let's see who left. So Despicable Me, Destroyer, Rio, YW. Permit has left the match for Sovereign. Maybe he's restarting or something. He was the top frag, so that is who you want. You want him to be back on this team because he did top frag. You need a fragger. Let's see what this team is doing. I will message one of the captains. And Permit joins back. Okay, so we're back. And let's see. Looks like they're ready to press the button, and they press it. Alright. Going into map 2, this is Factory. We have Fellers on the defense, Sovereign on the attack. Sovereign took map 1 on Factory, or excuse me, on Skyscraper. They took it 7-2. So let's see if Fellers can bring this back and send it to a map 3. We have middle floor right now. I want to see some pushback from this Fellers team. I want to see more aggression. I want to see more aggressive plays, and I want them to put up a fight. Sovereign, it looks like we might see a basic green take. This hatch is the most common play. We have Mr. Monkey on the flank right now. So we'll see that come into play. Spectral buys from everyone except Akin on Fellers. Akin is actually going Jesper. Oh, that is not him. Wait, what's going on? Wait, is he not? Oh, yep, Akin is going Jesper. He has a static and a grenade. So, interesting right there. We have one roam on Mr. Monkey. Let's see if the drone is able to find Mr. Monkey. Drone goes into lockers. Will they check every corner? Looks like they're checking towards Tetris side. They won't see anyone Tetris. Hatch is popped. So it seems like they took control of Green quick in Rio. They actually do a 4-man drop into A, and they're able to get 2 picks. Permit Despicable. Dandelion and Kikisaki are dead. Walls open. This is a very fast push from Sovereign. They just completely took control of site. Permit needs to get this EMP down. Destroyer is watching the flank. Akin is going to get into a fight here with Despicable. Akin is able to take him out. Oh, he actually insend himself off. Akin insend himself off. YW is holding from the window. Rio is holding from stairs. Squibby is going for the swing. Off on Rio. Doesn't get the pick. EMP's down. Mr. Monkey takes out Destroyer. YW takes out Akin. Oh, and it's just Mr. Monkey in a 1v3. Mr. Monkey has 1 health. Permit is going for the swing. He's going to ego him, and he gets the headshot off onto Mr. Monkey. Good round from Sovereign. I like the aggressive aspect. They were able to they took hatch, and they just dropped. That was an aggressive push right there from Sovereign. I was not expecting that. That is a very good play from Sovereign. The drone, that was very good drone work. And they checked out site, and he was like, hey, let's just drop. Why not? We can take these people. And they dropped, and they were able to get the EMP down and put Mr. Monkey in a 1v3 with 1 health upstairs. And there's just nothing Mr. Monkey can do in that situation. And Sovereign takes the first round off attack. They are now up 1-0. Take a look at his leaderboard. Permit showing out for his team once again. First round, he does have 2 picks. Almost a team ace. Mr. Monkey and Akin did get the picks off from Feller. See the buy. We have a lot of buys coming out from Sovereign. We have 3 Omens and a Viper. On this Fellars team, we have 2 Omens and seems like we have 3 Spectral buys. We have a lot of util coming out from Fellars though. Trips, Ensigns, Proxies, Nades. That's what you like to see. Destroyer does have this drone. Let's see if... Where is Destroyer at? There he is. Let's see this drone work from Destroyer. Seems like he is the main droner here. He does get the pings off onto Squibby. Squibby gets a little bit of damage taken and he elects to run back into sight. The hatch is popped by YW. There's a static outside the Tetris hallway to keep them from dropping and running straight to the hall. Vending is taken over by Despicable. Foam is going on the wall. Squibby is hiding in back corner by the cabinets. Let's see what we do here. Sovereign takes a lot of damage off onto lockers, and Akin's able to get a pick. And he actually got a lot of damage off onto Permit too. I don't know if Permit ran into a trip. Wall is open. On the A side, shots coming out through the Despicable Me's very low on health. Despicable and Permit both one shot. Mr. Monkey gets the pick through the smoke onto Despicable. There's now a 5v3 in favor of Fellars. Tetris is open. Permit is very low on health. Destroy goes on the flank, and he actually gets the pick off on Kikasaki. Mr. Monkey gets the refrag, and it's now a 4v2 in favor of Fellars. Permit gets a pick off onto Akin, off lockers, and he is going for the plant on Cubby Wall. Squibby is taken out from Rio. And it is a 1v2. Rio's getting a little aggressive here, I think. Mr. Monkey once again. I feel like Mr. Monkey's always the one left alive. And Mr. Monkey put his gun down. Fatal mistake in the literal sense. He is fatally shot from Rio. And Sovereign once again plays that perfectly. Permit got the EMP down and was able to get up to the hatch. So even if Rio dies right there to Mr. Monkey, the advantage is still in favor of Sovereign. Permit putting on a show right now. Good game sense. Rio also 4-0. Good plays. It seems like Akin and Mr. Monkey are the only ones on this Fellars team putting up a fight. We need to see more aggression from this Fellars team, especially on defense. I want to see them hold storage right here and deny this B push. I want to see them play it more aggro. We have full buys coming out from 3 players on the Fellars team. We have actually just 2. We have 2 Vezins on the Fellars team and to go along with 3 Omens. On Sovereign, we have 2 Vezins, a Marui, an Omen, and a Viper. We have both the stems bought on Sovereign's side. Once again, Sovereign has the gun advantage, and it doesn't look like Fellars is taking... Oh, they're not holding storage, it seems like. A pre-nade will be coming out from Akin after he walks into storage. Then F tier frag, didn't get any damage. Permit upstairs with the EMP. He's gonna pop the storage hatch, but no one's really holding storage, so. Drone work coming out from Destroyer. Good drone work. He's checking, and the drone is shot out by Dandelion. Squibby's sitting close next to the wood panel. Permit gets foam on the wall. Despicable is keeping an eye on the hatch. Despicable drops the hatch. The whole team is in storage right now. EMP's dropped. Let's see who picks it up. Rio gets a pick off onto Mr. Monkey through the A door. Despicable throws a smoke down to be able to block the view so we can take out the static. The Dandelion's able to get a bit of hit. And Destroyer, Despicable, Rio, they're all just fragging out. And Kikasaki is taken out. That was just a slaughter. That was a slaughter from this team. Sovereign is able to just wipe out, and they actually, I believe that was a flawless round. Rio and Permit are showing out. Rio, 7-0. That is what you like to see. Wow. If I'm on this Fellars team, the morale has to be down right now. Let's see if they can get some rounds though before flip. You don't want to give too many rounds up on defense, because the main consensus is that defense is the more favorable side on factory. So let's hopefully hope they can get some rounds here. We have full buys coming out. Actually, we only have 2 full buys from Fellars. We have a 1 Marui, 1 Vezin, 2 Orals, and an Omen. And 1 Stem. On the Sovereign side, though, I feel like YW should buy a gun. He's still electing to go with the Viper, even though he has 6,300. But nonetheless, Sovereign, once again, still has the gun advantage. Destroyer on the hatch. Let's see this drone work coming out from Destroyer. He sees players in lockers. Drone is shot out, though, by Squibby, I believe. Mr. Monkey rotates back into A. Seems we have a 2-man hold into lockers. Let's see who pushes first. A nade coming out from Despicable! Doesn't get any tags, but Permit dropped the hatch. He's actually about to swing. Hopefully he touches corners, but Squibby takes out Permit. A bit of an aggressive push right there from Permit, and it did not pay off. Vending is taken over from this attack. Let's see what they do. Smoke comes out. Instant going out into the back of the A. Mr. Monkey's close. They don't see Mr. Monkey close on the door. Despicable walks in. Gets one, but he's refragged by Mr. Monkey. Mr. Monkey gets refragged, though, by Rio, and it's now a 2v3 in favor of Fellars, actually. Why does my button keep pressing down? I'm having technical difficulties. Okay. So, Kigasaki, Squibby, and Akin. Akin does get a stem, though, so he's going to get his health back. Let's see if Rio and YW can clutch us up for their team and make it 4-0, or will Fellars get their first round of the second map. Nade coming out. Rio gets a pick off on the Kigasaki, swings in the sight, but Fellars does have the EMP. So maybe Kigasaki did get a little aggressive right there instead of holding with his team. Now it's a bit of just a lockers retake here. I feel like the EMP, yeah. Permit had the EMP and he got a little bit too aggressive. They're breaking the door blocker, so Akin now knows that they are pushing from lockers. There's a trip on the locker door, but they will see that once they take control of lockers. Akin and Squibby playing the smart, just holding down this EMP, making sure that they don't get it, because they need it to win the round. Wall is open. Rio and YW are both going to swing this. Rio gets a pick, but he's refragged by Squibby. It's now 1v1. YW, Squibby. Who's going to get the pick? Squibby gets a little bit of damage taken off from YW. Gets a stem, though. And he puts his gun down, and YW is able to get the headshot and secure the round for his team. Sovereign is up 4-0. They don't get the plant down, but man, it just seems like Fellars is just, they're not winning any rounds here. They gotta get something, man. They gotta get something going. And Sovereign is just, they have all the money in the world. They'll have a full buy this round, so they'll have the gun advantage once again. Mr. Monkey and Kigasaki buying Vezins, but they're both gonna only have $25 and $50. So it's looking rough for the Fellars economy right now, to be honest. And Sovereign, once again, it looks like they're running away with this without much of a fight. So we'll see what they can do here. We have Mr. Monkey on a flank. He likes to play the flanks, which I like to see. But once again, they're not holding storage. Fellars, storage is a vital part of this site. Permit jumps in and takes out Mr. Monkey. Wow. Permit, and he also has a stem, so that's a free pick and a free. He threw the stem outside for his team. What a play by Permit. And it seems like he's going to take the storage hatch once again, but it doesn't matter because storage is not being played from this Fellars team. There is a door blocker on the door. We'll see them shoot it out here soon. Permit does shoot out the door blocker. Squibby takes out the drone. Permit pops the wall. Squibby's hiding behind the B-bomb. Smoke comes out from Despicable Me. Instant comes out into the smoke. Wallbang's coming out from Kigasaki. Gets a little bit of damage on the Permit. Permit walks in. The smoke keeps them from being seen. Kigasaki gets a pick off the Permit. YW gets a pick off on the Kin. Kigasaki gets Rio. Despicable gets a two-piece. And he gets the flick. And he gets the 3K. Despicable Me on a slaughter. He walks in and gets 3, but he dies to the instant. But it doesn't matter because they're gonna have so much money. It just, Sovereign is just, there's no pushback from this Fellars team. There's no pushback. Sovereign is just doing whatever they want right now. And, it, wow. Sovereign goes up 5-0 on attack, on factory. And once again, the gun advantage is very much in the favor of Sovereign. We only have one Vezin coming out from this Fellars team, and it goes to Squibby. Let's check out the leaderboard. Rio and Despicable. Wow. This is what you like to see. You like to see this team chemistry, the fast pushes, the coordination. Sovereign is playing this perfect. There's not much I could say to recommend to them. They've been playing this very well. They've been working as a team, as a unit, and they're able to take these rounds with ease. There are trips upstairs. I imagine they would check this corner. Rio walks past the trip. They've not shot open the trip. Is no one gonna see the trip? Rio's gotta see that trip, right? Yeah, okay, so he does ping the trip. We don't have any roams coming out from this Fellars team once again. Hatch is popped. Dandelion is holding the lean peak. Oh, that's not Dandelion. Why are the numbers so weird? Okay. Dandelion he's still in connector. Was holding a lean peak. Akin has an Ensign in his hand. Despicable's holding from gravel. Ensign comes out, lands on the desk though. Oh, this is Ensign City. 3 Ensigns. Come out. Despicable. Oh, Despicable did not jump in through the window. Squibby is bathroom. He might be able to catch Despicable Me off guard here. If he slow walks up, he might be able to get a pick. Destroyer gets a grenade kill off onto Mr. Monkey. And Despicable is taken out by Squibby. YW takes out Dandelion. Site is taken over by Sovereign. Wow. EMP's going down by Permit. Destroyer's watching the hatch. YW takes out Squibby off in the connector, and it's Kikisaki by himself. He tries to run away, but he can't even get away in time. He cannot get away. Wow. Rio putting it on for his team right now. That is just what you like to see. Let me switch these names very fast. Now we have Sovereign. That's how you spell it? Why does... Oh, it's just... What's up, Mr. Nice Guy? I see Mr. Nice Guy in the chat. How are we doing, Mr. Nice Guy? We have Fellars versus Sovereign right now. Sovereign took map 1, and they are now up 6-0 in map 2. Hope you're doing good, Mr. Nice Guy. Hope all is well with you, my brother. Let's see. Sovereign did get the 6-0 shutout. Will they be able to 7-0 map 2 and take this? I really like the team chemistry we have from the Sovereign team. It feels like they're a tight-knit group, and they're able to play together and work as a team and have coordinated pushes. Destroyer is bottom vending. You might be able to see a bit of a flank. He has an instant on his body as well. He has an instant on him, rather. Not on his body. He's not dead. Foam coming on to the Tetris hatch. Tetris is popped. We actually have 2 on the vending flank. That's interesting. I like to see the aggression. We have a bit of a green take here, a bit of an off meta. Taking lockers. Drone is coming out, checking out lockers. Will the drone check the corners? Will the drone does check YW. YW doesn't, he's not able to break the drone, and he actually runs below the hatch, but whoever was on the hatch was not able to get any shots. Sovereign rotates back into sight, and Akin drops the Tetris hatch. Bit of damage onto Rio. He's about a 3rd health. Destroyer is coming from Tetris Hall. He will see Akin here soon. Akin is holding a bit of a peek, and Akin looked away. Akin looks back, gets a bit of a shot. Mr. Monkey dropped hatch, but Destroyer takes out Mr. Monkey. Permit takes out Akin. Permit takes out a second, take out Dandelion. Gigasaki takes out Permit, but YW gets the refrag off on the Gigasaki, and Squibby tries to go on repel, but it doesn't matter. They are chasing him down. They are hunting. Wow. They just hunted down Squibby. They ran outside and they hunted him down. That was... Ouch. Sovereign takes it 7-0 with ease. They're able to win this. And Sovereign wins the series as they won the last map 7-2. So the game is now over. Sovereign wins it. Good plays from everyone. From the Sovereign team. I, I really like the coordination from this team. They were able to push together and take space. Showing out Rio, Permit, Despicable, YW, Destroyer, all working together to win that game. And it's just not enough from the Fellars team. Good job from both these teams. Good games. Sovereign wins it 2-0. And that will do it, actually. So, thank you, everybody, for watching. I hope everyone is having a good day. I hope you have a nice night wherever you're at. This was Sovereign versus Fellars, and Sovereign won it. Good game from those players. And I will be back with another cast here soon. So,